Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
All right, gentlemen, one thing, protect yourself at all times. Okay, let's touch them up.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight. How do you define consistency when you describe the fact that among this matchup you're looking for guys to be more consistent? Which guy's going to be more consistent? How do you define that?
Just in one area. When they get inside, for example, Joe, every once in a while somebody takes a little bit of a break. Yeah, there's working, but all of a sudden one guy's arm goes behind the other guy. I'm looking to see who keeps both hands free.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Nice block by Buster. Good block there by Buster. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Nice job to land that counterpunch and getting away from one of his own by Thomas. Hard to believe that they can keep up this pace, but who cares? It's so entertaining while it lasts. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
Blocks that belt line well. Accurate counterpunch by Thomas. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Well-targeted counterpunch by Thomas. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Protecting his head well with his guard. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Thomas. Good block by Buster. Good scoring counterpunch by Thomas. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Halfway through this round here. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Buster. Putting his punches together, good combination by Thomas. Good way to protect the midsection. Very clean offense from defense by Thomas.
Stay away from the inside.
10 seconds remaining in this round. And a sharp counterpunch by Thomas. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Finish with the hook this time.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Very good, steady double jab there. Nice block by Thomas. Able to land, good shot again. Thomas's jab is really becoming an effective tool here, especially with the distance that he's keeping away from his opponent.
He's doing a great job of using that stick, making sure that that jab's in his face, but then stepping out and setting traps, getting his opponent to reach in a little bit and then filling the hole.
Punch him, keep working the jab.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. And a good counter by Buster. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Fires right back at him. Well, what do they say, Teddy? Something's got to stick. That combination was something.
Well, you know what it was? The first couple punches were throwaway punches, set up the later punches.
Protecting his head well with his guard.
Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab.
Here we go with the 4th round. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Buster. And there he counters back against his opponent. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Thomas. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
Flush double jab by Thomas. Thomas's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good block there by Thomas. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. Good looking counter punch.
Move. He's working this head.
End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Thomas is fighting real smart here on the outside. Teddy, I think the fans sometimes don't appreciate it, but what he's doing right now on the outside is very smart.
Well, this is the sweet science, Joe, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's understanding where he needs to be, and he's controlling that dimension.
Good block there by Thomas. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Holy cow. Thomas is almost out of it there. He was stunned.
Work it out.
back downstairs. He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Nice block by Bad Intentions. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Get your hands up. Not to the body.
A nice block by Thomas. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Good looking counterpunch. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
And a good counter by Thomas. Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Targeted counterpunch by Thomas. Buster's got no head movement whatsoever. I mean, this is a very easy target to hit here.
No, if it wasn't for his opponent snapping his head back with his jab, there'd be no head movement at all. But that's not the kind of head movement that you're talking about. He should be doing it on his own, getting away from the punches. But, Joe, if you haven't been taught it, it's not going to show up suddenly the night of the fight.
Thomas is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Thomas is dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
Keep working the body.
Fires right back at him. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Good exchange. He fires back. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Solid counterpunch by Thomas. Thomas is showing us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability, you know.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Thomas is in a bad place right now. He was tagged.
Guys, come on now, keep busy.
There's no need to be on the inside. Back to the front.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Able to cover up that gut.
You're not working on anything we worked on. You're not done.
6 rounds in the books, 6 to go. Well-targeted counterpunch by Thomas. Well-placed counterpunch by Thomas. Oh, and look at this, Teddy, wasting no time getting to know each other.
No, they came right to the center ring, said hello.
See, See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And a good counter by Thomas. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Thomas is doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. 10 seconds to go in the seventh.
Keep working the body.
This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Way to block there. Well-targeted counterpunch by Buster. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. That was a miss by Thomas. Good block there by Buster. You know, I thought he had quite a chance tonight, but I don't like what I see right now. Here he is, an outside fighter, and he's unable to do as he pleases.
And if he can't win on the outside, we already found out that he can't do it on the inside.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Thomas. "90 seconds to go here in this round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Keep working the jab.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Solid right hands headline that exchange. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Fine work right there by Buster. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Well-targeted counterpunch by Thomas. Well-placed counterpunch by Thomas. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. Able to cover up that gut. Gets rid of that effort. Halfway through this round. Good looking counter punch.
Beat him to the punch.
And now he's putting his punches together. There he goes. Good return fire that time. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. And a smart counterpunch by Thomas. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Two snapping jabs by Buster. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Good job protecting himself. Devastating blow by Buster.
In and out, in and out.
Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Thomas. Very nice job landing that counterpunch, getting away from one that was coming at him. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Blocks away that headshot. I don't think that blood's going to be a big deal in terms of his vision. It's on the cheek. He just doesn't want any cut to worsen. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Fires right back at him. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. No, he missed that right. And a good counter by Buster. Good job with another left hand. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
was looking for. That's a miss right there by Thomas. Thomas is employing one of the three facets of good fundamental defense. And right now he's using the legs.
Yeah, he is, and that is one of the facets. The other's to block, the other's to move your head. And right now he's controlling range. What his opponent has to do now is look to get into a place where maybe he can time him as he steps out.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Thomas. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Thomas. Thomas's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. He gets off with a combination up top. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Throws a counter punch there. Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dark room, really, Joe, and start looking at the negatives. During the night, a lot of pictures have been taken. He's got to go now and look back at those pictures and remember something, that he saw something. He saw a moment. He saw a spot where the guy dropped his hand. He pulled back, and he's got to go, and he's got to act on that moment.
Send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say. Thomas is your winner. One judge saw it even, the other two in his favor. A majority decision.
Very close.